Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to see you back. Today we're going to talk about Thailand versus Georgia for relocation and for visiting as a tourist. Let's see which place is worth your money. Let's get it done. Now, I will separate, this video into three parts. It's going to be cost of living for tourists and long-term residents. It's going to be cultural differences, lifestyle, mentality, and everyday life, And the bonus part of this video is probably more interesting for guys. It's going to be Thai girlfriend experience. Why so many men around the world, specifically Europeans, Americans, are going to Thailand and Philippines, but today we're going to talk about Thailand for girlfriends and even wives. This one is absolutely crazy, so stick around for this one. By the way, for easy navigation throughout this video, there are time codes below so you can choose the topic you are mostly interested in. Let's go. Number one, cost of living in Thailand versus Georgia. Well, this one is easy. Thailand is going to be quite a bit more expensive. Now look, flights to Thailand are longer, well, wherever you're coming from. Let's say you come from Europe or United States, it's going to be a very, very long flight, So that's a high cost for sure. And for daily experience, probably also look around for $50 to $100 per day for everything. Accommodation, food, transportation, that's going to be the average cost. $50 to $100, that's going to be a lower mid-range. Of course, if you want better Western style experience, well, bring more money for that. Georgia is going to be quite a bit cheaper in this case, $30 to $70 per day for everything included. Yes, that's true. Georgia is cheaper, but it's not worse. I'm living right now in Georgia. You can check out my previous videos why Georgia is such a brilliant place to move into and even invest your money, by the way. But we're going to talk about it later. Let's move on. Long-term living. Why people come to Thailand? Well, that's of course climate. It's warm, it's beautiful all year round, except for summer, which is a rainy season. Do not recommend you to visit Thailand during that part of year. But Georgia is so diverse, you can't even imagine. I'm living right now right next to Black Sea, so I have a beach experience in summer. Now it's winter, so it's about 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, positive of course, and about an hour drive into the country, and I'm in the mountains. There is a ski resort. This one is called Kazbegi. There's also Gudauri ski resort, so you can do a whole bunch of skiing, snowboard in Georgia as well. You can also go to Tbilisi, which is the capital. It's a little bit more expensive than Batumi, the place where I live right now, but that's going to be your more typical, normal, big city experience. Of course, lots of people also move here for long-term living. They build businesses here. There's lots of amazing conditions for that as well. But if you want to know more about business side of things, check out my previous video. Moving on, so now I would like to talk about cultural differences, What's the main difference between Thailand and Georgia? Look, Thailand is way more international. It's also way more developed in terms of infrastructure. By the way, I didn't tell you about the costs for rents, Thailand is about $700 to $1,000 for a really good, proper condo with a separate bedroom. And as a bonus, you will also likely get swimming pool, gym, maybe even sauna for this money. Chiang Mai, it's a location in Thailand. It's a city, beautiful city with lots of elephants, nature. Now this one is cheaper. This one is between $300 and $600 per month, You are probably not going to get swimming pool in Georgia. However, I have one right here, if you saw my previous videos, but this is not typical for Georgia. Prices, however, are a little bit lower, and you can get a good apartment between even $250 to $500. Yes, you can. This one, for example, if you saw my review of this apartment, this one costs about $700, but it's probably a good deal. Likely you'll find it for about $900. There's a separate bedroom, and this complex is called White Sails. That's in Batumi. If you want, you can Google it, you will find it, So that's about the pricing. Those are not expensive costs if you compare this to Italy, if you compare this to Germany, if you compare this to European destinations. But Georgia is a gem. It's brilliant. This is your proper European style country, but much, much cheaper. And it's growing like crazy. It's going to be the next Dubai, I'm telling you. But we're going to move on. So lifestyle and mentality. Look, Thai people are amazing. I love them. Before I tell you anything, let me just say Thailand and Georgia, these two countries are my favorite favorite countries in the whole flat world. I wanted to say wide, of course, world. I love these two countries to bits, okay? But Thai people are very different. Many of them don't speak English, so it's much harder to become their friend. However, I do have a good amount of Thai friends. They are amazing. Many of them are looking forward to practice their English language with you, and they will be willing to hang out with you. A lot of, well, I wanted to say girls. Okay, if you're a guy, you will have girls around you. That's just a fact about Thailand. No disrespect at all. They're amazing. However, these relationships can be transactional, but you know what? Let me talk about it in my third part of the video. I don't want to switch topics just like that. Let's go back to cultural differences, right? Let's talk about Georgia. Well, probably, likely you will not be dating any Georgian girls. They are way more conservative and they are usually dating other Georgians. They're marrying them. Clubbing experience, hooking up culture does not really exist in Georgia. It's a way more traditional place. And I know that many of you are looking for this exact type of life. Such as myself, I'm really enjoying living in Georgia these days. It's been about 7 months since we moved here, okay? Transportation right now, let's talk about that. In Thailand, it's obviously a motorbike. You're going to drive, you will have to get a motorbike, even if you hate them, you never tried them. That was me. A few years ago, we were living for 2.5 years in Thailand. I learned myself how to drive a bike and life became so much easier and way more convenient. So you can get around quickly, you can get to places. My recommendation to get a bike license before you come to Thailand, okay? If you didn't, you can also do it on the spot in Thailand. It will take you a few weeks. It's not overly complicated, but it will, maybe it's even better in a way because Thailand is very different. Driving is like nothing else, like you've never seen before. So maybe it's better even to learn in Thailand, okay? But don't just get a bike and think that you will figure it out. Spoiler, that's what I did, and learning curve was very steep for me. I was really concerned. I was practicing a lot. Don't do that. Just go to a proper school, get your license, and be safe, be happy, okay? And don't forget about a proper helmet. I suggest you to really pay attention to a good quality helmet when you rent your bike. Okay, renting bike, by the way, is between $100 and, well, infinite pretty much, but $100 a month in Thailand is a proper bike. It's a good quality bike. Honda, Yamaha, these two are very common. I think I've changed about 6 bikes during my stay in Thailand. Everything, just pay more money, you get a better stuff. $200 a month gives you some proper high quality motorbike experience. For sure, don't even think about it. It's all right. Taxis are affordable, but in Georgia, you don't need a motorbike, which is a pity. In Batumi, you can definitely get around by bike. A friend of mine actually bought a proper KTM motocross bike for himself here, but you don't really need it. Taxis are even cheaper than in Thailand. Very affordable, $1 to $3 will get you pretty much anywhere around the city. Well, you don't really need buses. I don't even know if they have buses here in Georgia because you just don't think about it. Why would you go by bus if you can spend $2 and go by taxi? So, and this is what it is. Those are very affordable locations, especially Georgia. Moving on to climate and nature. I told you, Thailand is warm all year round. Georgia has seasons, all 4 seasons. Right now, there is something special going on. We are in late February 2025 in Georgia, and there's so much snow. You can't even imagine. It will blow your mind. The thickness of snow is about a meter outside right now. Georgians tell me that they haven't seen it in 9 years. You don't get snow every winter, but this much snow, this is something special for sure. Everyone is stuck right now. All the cars are parked. They cannot move them. They are fully under a big pile of snow. So I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. It's good. You know, it's variety. I love seasons. Now, let's talk about the bonus part of this video. Thai girlfriend experience. Now, if you've been to Thailand, probably you know what I'm talking about. Some people choose to go to Philippines for this reason as well. I've never been to Philippines. I've met lots of Filipinos in Thailand, and I cannot say which place is better for this destination, but I know statistically Thailand is #1. I don't know what to say. Yes, you will find a girlfriend yourself very easily. Now there's a guy, I know, let me just give you a proper example. So there's 2 guys I will tell you about. One is older, about 60, maybe 65 years old, in this range. Another one was about 25, 27, okay? Let's go with the older one first, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Now, don't worry, he's not watching this video, it's fine, and he's a great guy. I'm not going to say anything negative about him, but he's a British guy out of London. So he comes to Bangkok, and I met him at a Thai Royal school. Yes, I was teaching English for some period of time in Thailand. That was brilliant. Maybe I can tell you more about it next time. By the way, brilliant job for any expat looking for a change of scenery. You can work, teach some English, make some money. It's really awesome, okay? But Jeff, he meets a girl 30, 35 years old approximately, well, woman, yeah, you can even say. Really nice, respectable woman. And you would think that, oh yeah, well, he has money, he is British, maybe she can get his passport. No, not at all. She was actually paying for him and let him live in her own apartment. That is weird, but I've noticed that Thai women are very independent, very self-sufficient, and overall, Thai culture is very women-oriented. Women are really proper, even higher status people. Yeah, it's weird to think about it, but they have a higher status in society. It feels like it. Everyone respects women. Guys, they're just, taxi drivers and they go for, to the war, to the military, but women, they do business, they do all kinds of things. Amazing. So she was paying for him. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, weird. I'm not against it, but I mean, it is a bit weird. Unusual for us guys, right? Another guy, 27 years old, he was from Croatia. If you don't know what it is, it's a small country in Europe. So he comes to Thailand, he's also teaching English. Good looking guy. Not the best looking guy, I would say decent looking guy. Anyway, he's dating one girl, then another, and then he also started dating guys. On top of that, he was like bisexual or something like that. Not sure exactly how it works, but he was dating both genders and multiple people. And at some point started to bring expensive presents from them, like iPhones and whatnot. I still don't understand how that works exactly, but I'm just telling you, it is how it is. If you're looking for a change of experience, if you are out of Europe, if you're out of North America, then this is definitely it. Wow, I was blown away. I'm a boring guy. I came there with my girlfriend and I married her. 7 years later, she's still my wife, sitting right here looking at me. Love you very much, Ellie. Yeah. Alright, so let's move on. I think I told you pretty much everything I wanted in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are here right now, looking at me, still here, well, big special thanks to you. You are the best, okay? I really hope you learned something useful today. Thank you so much for watching. You go and have a tremendously beautiful day, okay? And I would love to talk to you in the comments. Drop your comment below. Tell me, are you planning to go to Thailand? Have you ever heard about Georgia? Are you interested in a more traditional lifestyle of Georgia? Would you be willing to move to such a place? Are you interested in investing money maybe in Georgia? Anyway, let's just talk in the comments. I love it, all right? So thank you for watching and goodbye.